Greetings, everyone, and welcome to the Orpheum Theatre in Galesburg, Illinois. My name is Erin Glasnovich. I am the executive director here. I'm on staff with Joey, Tim, and Ross. And tonight we are honored and excited to have you tune in to Live from the Orpheum Theatre. This 4-concert series is sponsored by Cottage Orthopedics and Podiatry. Our sponsors truly make the arts possible, and we are humbled and grateful for their support. I'll introduce the talent in just a moment, but first, I'd like to remind you that if you have not yet purchased a ticket to support this event, you can do so for only $8 by following the link in the description, and we hope to continue hosting these live streams, and your support is greatly appreciated to keep the concerts coming. Now, on to the show. Angela Meyer has been performing professionally since she was just 16 years old. A storyteller with a passion for her listeners, she stays true to 3 chords and the truth. Her earliest memories take her back to being a child dancing in a smoky tent while her mama sang on stage with her band at the Iowa State Fair. Even before she could talk, Angela was singing along with the radio and was introduced to her musical heroes through her grandparents' record player in their Iowa farmhouse. Around 10 years old, they gave her a guitar for Christmas, but it was so large, she had to lay it across her lap to learn how to play it. She finally revisited the guitar at 15 years old, starting to write her own music and creating the foundation to build her young dream into a lifelong career. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Angela Meyer.
Drive too fast on gravel roads. You see right out your back window. I'm going nowhere with no time constraint. Blow the speakers so you tap those brakes. You got a dirty mouth and a filthy mind, but God knows your heart is full. And you'll leave me here looking out for that gypsy heart of yours. You smoke, you drink, you love, you leave, move faster than the sun. If you go, I'll go. If you promise me someday our time will come. You and me are touch and go, speeding up to take it slow. It's been a while, but funny how we pick up right where we left off. You got a dirty mouth and a filthy mind, but God knows your heart is full. And you'll leave me here looking now for that gypsy heart of yours. You smoke, you drink, you love, you live, move faster than the sun. If you go, I'll go. If you promise me someday our time will come. Now love's the last thing on your mind, but I hope to change that with time. You're hard to learn, hard to lose. You got a lot of dirty habits, I think mine could be you. You smoke, you drink, you love, you live more faster than the sun. If you go, I'll go. If you promise me someday our time will come. And the crowd goes wild. Thank you, guys. Well, my name's Angela Meyer. I'm so excited to be here tonight at the Orpheum Theatre in beautiful Galesburg. Very eclectic, historic, amazing Galesburg, as we saw coming in. And there's like a singer store in the downtown historic district. It's amazing. So I'm so excited to be here. This is a song I wrote called Wishing Well. And it's just a little bit about my job. My last name isn't famous for the cows or corn it raises. I grew up with neighbors on each side, but I've got pride for my country. A cowboy who loves me. I took time to learn his way of life. And maybe I was born the wrong place, the wrong time. chasing a dream not meant to be mine. Been underestimated, overlooked and calculated is a risk they won't take. And they'll say you're doing fine, kid, never stop trying, but from what I can tell, I've been tossing pennies in an empty wishing well. The machine likes to take in high dollar fabrication, pretty words with shallow truths. What happened to the grit? Hard times ain't hard when your daddy can buy your way out of them. And they fear the cowboys are dying breed, and miss all the ones trying not to be. Underestimated, overlooked and calculated is a risk they won't take. And they'll say you're doing fine, kid, never stop trying, but from what I can tell, I've been tossing pennies in an empty wishing well. Maybe I was born in the wrong place, the wrong time. I'll be damned if I don't even try. I've been underestimated, overlooked and calculated is a risk they won't take. And they'll say you're doing fine, kid, never stop trying, but from what I can tell, I've been tossing pennies in an empty wishing well. Well, I came to Galesburg tonight from McCausland, Iowa. Shout out to everybody at home watching. I know we've got quite a few of you on that are also from small towns. So this goes out to you. This is called Boondocks. I feel no shame, I'm proud of where I came from. I was born and raised in the Boondocks. One thing I know, no matter where I go, I keep my heart and soul in the Boondocks. And I can feel that muddy water running through my veins, and I can hear that lullaby of a midnight train. Yeah, it's close to me like a warm wind blowing. I feel no shame, I'm proud of where I came from. I was born and raised in the Boondocks. One thing I know, no matter where I go, I keep my heart and soul in the Boondocks. I can taste that honeysuckle and it's still so sweet when it grows wild on the banks down at Old Camp Creek. Yeah, and it calls to me like a warm wind blowing. I feel no shame, I'm proud of where I came from. I was born and raised in the Boondocks. One thing I know, no matter where I go, I keep my heart and soul in the Boondocks. It's where I learned about living, where I learned about love, where I learned about working hard and having a little is just enough. Where I learned about Jesus, knowing where I stand. You can take it or leave it. This is me, this is who I am. Give me a tin roof, a front porch, and a gravel road. And that's home to me, feels like home to me. I feel no shame, I'm proud of where I came from. I was born and raised in the Boondocks. I keep my heart and soul in the Boondocks. You get a line, I'll get a pole. We'll go fishing in the crawfish hole. 5 o'clock poker on Saturday night, church on Sunday morning. You get a line, I'll get a pole. We'll go fishing in the crawfish hole. 5 o'clock poker on Saturday night, church on Sunday morning. Well, I suppose I should plug my album while I'm playing some songs off of it. This next one is off my album Consequence as well, which I know a lot of you already have, but if you don't, I would love to ship a physical copy to your house. Or, of course, you can go to anywhere that streams music, iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, Apple Music, all that good stuff, and pick up a copy of Consequence. This next one is a song from 1955. I decided it was time to pull it back out. We put it on the record with pedal steel and fiddle and electric guitars and made it really swampy and really cool. So this is the acoustic version, obviously, but go check out the full band version. Either stream it or buy it. I appreciate it so, so much. This is a little Tennessee Ernie Ford. It's called 16 Tons. Some people say a man is made out of mud. A poor man's made out of muscle and blood. Muscle and blood and skin and bone. A mind that's weak and a back that's strong. You load 16 tons. What do you get? Another day, older and deeper in debt. St. Peter, don't you call me, 'cause I can't go. I owe my soul to the company store. I was born one morning when the sun didn't shine. I picked up my shovel and I went to the mine, loaded 16 tons of number 9 coal. The straw boss said, well, bless my soul, you load 16 tons, what do you get? Another day, older and deeper in debt. St. Peter, don't you call me, 'cause I can't go. I owe my soul to the company store. When I was born one morning, it was drizzling rain. Fighting and trouble are my middle names. I was raised in the crazy by an old mama hound. Ain't no high tone woman gonna push me around. You load 16 tons, what do you get? Another day, older and deeper in debt. St. Peter, don't you call me, 'cause I can't go. Well, if you see me come, better step aside. A lot of men didn't and a lot of men died. A fist of iron and one of steel. If the right don't get you, the left one will. You load 16 tons, what do you get? Another day, older and deeper in debt. St. Peter, don't you call me, 'cause I can't go. I owe my soul to the company store. don't you call me, 'cause I can't go. I owe my soul to the company store. That song is such a fan favorite. It doesn't matter if I play it in a bar or in an assisted living home. It is just what you might call a banger. It's a great one. Well, I'm going to play another song off my album, Consequence. This is one that I wrote kind of as my boyfriend and I were going through, do we stay? Do we go? Does he go to Texas? Do I go to Tennessee? And so it's called that, Texas and Tennessee. They both got dreams too big for this town, just starting out, trying to make a name for themselves, being pulled different ways for the things that never change, but they're changing now. They've been running side by side, parallel like headlights, but they hit a crossroads tonight. At the red light in that one-stop town, they could never look back or turn around. His blue-eyed sea memory swore he'd never leave. Now he's headed southbound, she's headed eastbound, to Texas and Tennessee. Over his shoulder in the back, he's got a suitcase she swore to help unpack. But those city lights called her name, the only dream she wouldn't shake, and he wouldn't dare take that. In one last attempt, she said, come with me. But that big sky was calling, and he was going. At the red light in that one-stop town, they could never look back or turn around. His blue-eyed sea memory swore he'd never leave. Now he's headed southbound, she's headed eastbound, to Texas and Tennessee. At the red light in that one-stop town, they could never look back or turn around. His blue-eyed sea memory swore he'd never leave. Now he's headed southbound, she's headed eastbound, to Texas and Tennessee. He said, baby, there's no Texas without Tennessee. And home, home, home is wherever you will be. Thank you so much. To keep reminding myself that people are watching here because I just keep getting like blown away by how beautiful it is in here. Well, I do tell a lot of stories about my boyfriend and I. I think that's what he signed up for when he started dating a songwriter, you know? And so I've been around horses all my life, but it wasn't until I started dating him, which is something I swore I would never do, is to date a cowboy. Don't do it. But I did. And it's worked out all right. We've been together 6 years now. But the rodeo world was something that I was never introduced to until I started dating him. And I learned a lot about cowboys in the last 6 years. And not the least of which being that they have to be very tough. And sometimes that toughness leads to weakening in other areas of your life, like your mental health. And so the song is about a PBR bull rider named Ty Pozobon that took his own life at 25 years old. And I thought he deserved to be remembered with this song. And so this is called Wish It Was You. You weren't the kind to quit or walk away. Now all they can say is, what a damn shame. But I know there's more to you than what you left here. It's still so clear, like your footsteps on the hardwood. Oh, bootstraps still around, little echoes in the silence. I know you're up there looking down, and I hear your name as the crowds cry out and the boys open the chute. And I wish it was you, I wish it was you. It's a long way to Vegas from Nicollet Valley. You know you made your mama and daddy so proud. But there are demons tougher than any bull. You know you put on quite the show, in and outside of that arena. Like your footsteps on the hardwood, oh, bootstraps still around, little echoes in the silence. I know you're out there looking down, and I hear your name as the crowds cry out and the boys open the chute. And I wish it was you, I wish it was you. Here we are gathered in your name, those you love, the lives you changed, and your gold buckle on your best friend's jeans, your diamond promise to your pretty little thing. Pieces of you, but pieces just the same. Like your footsteps on hardwood, and bootstraps still around, and you were just getting started, but you're in a better place by now. And I hear your name as the crowds cry out, the boys open the chute. And I wish it was you, I wish it was you. Thank you so much. It was kind of the highlight of my year last year. I got to play out at the National Finals Rodeo in Las Vegas, Nevada. And I was playing for Cowboy Brand's booth in one of the expo centers there. Shout out to Crow if you're watching. And Ty, who that song was about, his best friend from Alberta, Canada, got to come meet me and sit by me while I sang that song, and we both just bawled. And it was amazing. So anyways, I'm going to switch gears now. This is another one off of Consequence. I tell people I play everything from weddings to wineries. And this song is about a specific wedding and a specific winery. So it started with a wedding. I was a friend of the bride, you know. And everybody was kind of talking about the bride, why she was really wanting to get married. And about a year after the wedding, she decided to come to my boyfriend to talk about some of her marital issues. And then she tried to come on to him, and at that point I had to go Taylor Swift on her. And I wrote a song about it. It's not a very nice song, but it is a true song. We're going to do the PC version here tonight. And well, she ended up coming out to a winery. I don't know if she didn't know I knew, one of those things, but well, I hope you guys like it more than she did. It ain't my job to make you feel more than what we both know you are. It ain't my fault that you feel comfortable where you shouldn't have been to start. I won't choose words carefully to not step on toes that trespass my boundaries. You were out of line. Now it's my turn to speak my mind. Ain't even dust on the paper with your new last name. Poor boy must not listen, 'cause they say no matter what you try, you can't make that girl into a housewife. It ain't my business to judge your intention, but I'll call a spade a spade. You know I'd never say two words if you hadn't went and shown your face. I'm a firm believer that trash belongs out by the driveway. Hey, 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 ain't even dust on the paper with your new last name. Poor boy must not listen, 'cause they say no matter what you try, you can't make that girl into a housewife. Now that's just a stain that you can't wipe off. Just 'cause you're what everybody's had doesn't mean you're what anybody wants. I'm all about supporting other women. I just believe that the homewreckers should stay home. No, 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 ain't even dust on the paper with your new last name. Poor boy must not listen, 'cause they say no matter what you try, you can't make that girl into a housewife. It ain't my job to make you feel more than what we both know you are. Thank you so much. Well, I play country and Western music. I love putting some rodeo, some Wild West, some Midwest into my country music spin. And this is a song that's based on a true story. It is about a true story. And I think sometimes the truth is better than any sort of fiction we can make up. and I take that a lot to my songwriting. So this is a story about the first two outlaws hanged in the state of Wyoming, because I like to write about really upbeat, fun stuff, if you guys haven't noticed. So this is about two guys that killed each other. It's called Among the Willows. Martin left Missouri for the Russian Cheyenne, and he knew the fortune of a whiskey drinking man. They bought themselves a dance hall with some money that they stole. The tempers tend to flare when the liquor starts to flow. And Andy pulled a pistol back Martin outside, said, if I see you again, it won't be alive. But as I'm gonna slower, another one was strong, and Martin got revenge in 5 shots. Among the willows with blood on his hands, the vigilantes made their plan, and he paid the price, straight a sentence for a life till he's laid low. Among the willows, 6 men on the jury, and each found him guilty to be jailed the next morning. He drank till the dawn. He was told there was a friend outside. He was pistol whipped and taken alive. Among the willows with blood on his hands, the vigilantes made their plan, and he'll pay the price, straight a sentence for a life till he's laid low. Among the willows, twice up a tree just to drag him once more. What would be his last dance on earth? He fell victim to the vigilantes, first to hang in Wyoming. The law came but ended their search, with a man whose feet barely touched the dirt. Among the willows with blood on his hands, the vigilantes made their plan, and they'll pay the price, straight a sentence for a life till he's laid low. Among the willows, among the willows. We added another clap to the mix. Hello, Dad. That like quintupled our population just by adding one. Oh, well, I hope you guys are doing well there at home. Get yourself another drink if you need to. I'm going to do one more, and then we're going to take a little break. And this is a new one. I tried it out last night for the first time. I'll be honest about that. But it went well. So now here's night 2. I'm the country singer that has a dog named Lucky. Basically, I wrote a song called Quarantine. And this is just going out to anybody who is just struggling through this thing. I know we all are in our own ways. And I know some of you have small businesses and you have jobs that are taking a lot out of you. And so this one's for you guys. Just keep on keeping on. And yeah, that's all you can do. We ain't had a day this pretty. No chill in the wind and it ain't blowing higher than the speed limit. It's a small town between the bar and the mechanic shop. They can fix whatever's got you stuck, but they're closed now. Some of us been hit a little harder. scraping by on our last dollars. The bills, they never seem to wait quite as easy as getting paid. So I know it's just a quarantine, but for some of us, it's life changing. There's an old man with a sideways glance, judging the paint can in a younger hand. They said necessity, son. He turns and leaves, but his words, they hang heavy. As that can of paint took the place of a bottle in his hand. He can't see the light or the way out, and he's all out of options. I know it's just a quarantine, but it's heavy, isolating. I'm just a singer, writing all our stories, hoping to bring a smile back to your face. And just for a minute, we can forget it. Remember the things that made us hope for better days. Thank you so much. We're going to take a little break and we'll be back.
Thank you, everyone, for tuning in to Live from the Orpheum Theatre. We will be back with Angela Meyer in just a moment, but first, I'd like to remind you that you can support this concert series by purchasing a ticket for just $8 by following the link in this video's description. And your support not only helps to maintain and preserve the beautiful Orpheum Theatre, but also makes it that much more possible to make more concerts like this happen in the future. And if you'd like to support the theater more than just the price of a ticket to this concert, consider donating to our Give Us a Hand fund drive for operational support. We invite you to give us a hand during this closure and turn it into a round of applause. Give whatever you can. No amount is too small. You can find more information at galesburgorpheum.org/support. Also, be certain to follow the Orpheum online. Find us on Twitter, Snapchat, Facebook, Instagram, and of course, subscribe to this YouTube channel so you don't miss out on our content. Check out our other video series, including musical mixtapes where the Orpheum crew performs show tunes and more, and Technically Speaking, when our technical director, Ross McIntyre, does show and tell all over the theater regarding all things tech. And have you heard about our ABC Cafe? Themed around the beloved classic musical Les Miserables, this French-inspired lounge is set up underneath the marquee, complete with a barricade and all of the theatrical flair you would expect from the Orpheum Theatre. The ABC Cafe offers a curated selection of alcoholic and non-alcoholic beverages, including locally brewed beer from Knox County Brewing Company, as well as artisan cheeses from Cornucopia. The ABC Cafe now operates on Fridays and Saturdays, weather permitting. Please visit our website to learn more, galesburgorpheum.org/ABC Cafe. And finally, tonight, we wish to remind you that this concert is the first in a 4-concert series sponsored by Cottage Orthopedics and Podiatry. We are excited to welcome a variety of artists spanning multiple genres to the roster. Next up on August 30th, Soul True, blending soul singing and hip-hop verses to make relatable music for all. Drawing influence from gospel music, Soul True will bring a soul and hip-hop vibe to the stage. And following Soul True on September 13th, the high-energy band Dexter O'Neill and the Funk Yard will entertain with well-known covers in their own pop-funk style. And September 20th caps off the series with Henry Tonchev and Andy Crawford jamming with their guitar and bass for some high-quality jazz. And now, back to the music. Angela Meyer is continuously expanding her career into a lifelong journey of bringing music to those who need it most. Her debut album, Consequence, was released in 2018, and you can find it wherever you listen to your music. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, Angela Meyer.
I hear the train a-coming, it's a-rolling around the bend, and I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when. No, I'm stuck in Folsom Prison, and time keeps dragging on. But that train keeps moving on down to San Antone. When I was just a baby, my mama told me, son, always be a good boy, don't never play with guns. But I shot a man in Reno just to watch him die. When I hear that whistle blowing, I hang my head and cry. I bet there's rich folks eating in a fancy dining car, they're probably drinking coffee and smoking big cigars. Oh, I know I had it coming, I know I can't be free, but those wheels keep moving, and that's what tortures me. Will it they free me from that prison if that railroad train was mine? I'd probably move it on a little further down the line, far from Folsom Prison. That's where I'd want to stay. And I let that lonesome whistle blow my blues away. Yeah, I hear the train a-comin', it's rolling around the bend, and I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when. No, I'm stuck in Folsom Prison, and time keeps dragging on. But that train keeps moving on down to San Antone. Yeah, that train keeps moving on down to San Antone. Thank you. We're back. Shout out to Slappy and Sam watching from Nebraska. I think our furthest is maybe Australia. That's a little further than Nebraska, but you guys are way out there too. And if I remember, I'm going to dedicate a song to you guys. If I don't, then this is it. Well, this is kind of a sad one to dedicate to you guys because you moved away, but this is all about the places that you can't go back to, or the places that just aren't the same anymore. And this is one that's on Spotify. You can find it there under my name, Angela Meyer. It's called Places I Can't Go Anymore. There's places I can't go anymore, like 100-year-old farmhouse, paint chipping on the porch. Grandma isn't there to open that front door and say howdy doody, it's been too long. There's places I can't go anymore, like the hayloft feeding horses the summer before. The house went up in flames, the farm went to the bank. It's overgrown and never replaced. If I had one more day, and if I found the time, I'd capture every detail that slipped my mind. And how nothing could prepare me for when all I've ever known are places I can't go anymore. There's places I can't go anymore. The wood still stands, but the walls ain't home. And even if I asked to walk around, I know my time has passed in that little town. If I had one more day, and if I found the time, I'd capture every detail that slipped my mind. And how nothing could prepare me for when all I've ever known are places I can't go anymore. There's places I can't go anymore. I can't try to make you love me. I know your heart is torn, but just like you, I'm building rock bottom for a floor from places I can't go anymore. If I had one more day, and if I found the time, I'd capture every detail that slipped my mind. And how nothing could prepare me for when all I've ever known are places I can't go anymore. Places I can't go anymore. Whew. I love getting through that one because it always, it's a toss-up how emotional I'll get. I haven't played it in a while, so usually that's makes me less numb to its meaning for sure. Well, this is one that's not anywhere yet. This is a fetus of a song. It's called Phyllis Boots. Staring at a piece of paper, wondering what to say to you. We ain't talking, we ain't listening, tired of fighting nail in tooth. Maybe it just isn't in you after everything you've seen. My God, I can hardly blame you for living life dragging your feet. Sitting here dreaming about a ring and a baby and a table to fill up the dining room. You're gone again, feeling guilty, feeling angry, stepping up one more time to fill his boots, fill his boots. We could spend our 50 years, prove our worth by doing favors, worry about what they feel and what they think. But I hope you learn to fight for the life that you've been given. You are more than what needs done and who needs saved. Sitting here dreaming about a ring and a baby and a table to fill up the dining room. You're gone again, feeling guilty, feeling angry, stepping up one more time to fill his boots, fill his boots. And I wonder if I get to see you break the cycle, but it's hard to walk away when you got footsteps to follow. Sitting here dreaming about a ring and a baby and a table to fill up the dining room. Maybe it's selfish, but I remember the time when that's what you wanted to. Thank you so much. Well, I think the highlight of quarantine for me so far has been hearing that the Turnpike Troubadours are getting back together. Just saying. And so we're going to do a Turnpike song just to celebrate that and put that energy out there that I can't wait to go see a show with a crowd full of people safely again. And I hope it's Turnpike. Back when you were my darling, I didn't mind to lose a little sleep. I didn't mind to do a little walking. Your reputation never meant that much to me. How do I find that old familiar feeling, the one that carried me so many years ago? The fun was dominoes, 7-Up and Seagrams. Things were simple then, just moving nice and slow. Ain't it strange? Ain't it strange? I had no clue I'd be the girl who your mama warned you about. I had no clue I'd be the girl who your mama warned you about. Well, that old scene is always coming to me. I see you stand with your sister and her child. There are pictures of strength and grace and beauty in me. I'm just a fool in a supermarket aisle. I know heaven and love would surely turn up awkward. Never had an knack for talking anyway. You are not the kind for bending over backwards. I smile and turn my shopping cart around and walk away. Ain't it strange? Ain't it strange? I had no clue I'd be the girl who your mama warned you about. I had no clue I'd be the girl who your mama warned you about. Well, ain't it strange how well I knew you back when I was 17? Loving you was easy, babe, and I was just a child. These days, you ain't nothing but an interstate daydream. Folks were sleeping, and we were running wild. I still do my share of sleeping on the floor. Not sure anybody knows me anymore. I had no clue I'd be the girl who your mama warned you about. I had no clue I'd be the girl who your mama warned you about.
Well, thank you. I'm going to assume that you're clapping for my whistling as well as my singing. I had a little bit of an ego bruise. So I call myself a professional hippie because I'm obviously a full-time musician, and then I also teach yoga for a living. So professional hippie. And my oldest yoga student is 96. Her name is Phyllis. I'm going to call her out. And she had heard that I could whistle. And so she said, Angela, will you please whistle for me? I haven't heard anybody whistle since my dad passed away. So I'm like, okay. So I start whistling Folsom Prison Blues for her. And she looks at me and she goes, "Yep, sounds nothing like my daddy did." Damn it, I tried, Phyllis. So I appreciate the clapping for the whistling as well. I'm still trying to get over that. You know, if Phyllis, two people that don't lie, small children and older people, and I know Phyllis was just, it sounded nothing like her dad. I'm sure he was incredible. Well, I did remember, Slappy Sam, this one is for you. This is a song that I played at their wedding, which is about a year ago today. It was officially their second dance because we did it as a surprise and I didn't want to take away their first dance. But this is a song I wrote while we were out in Montana. I did a lot of cowboy poetry gatherings before all of this happened. And one of the reoccurring themes was like this lantern in the front window, and no matter what happened, you could always find your way back home again because you'd see that light. And it made me think so much about love and the people that draw us home and draw us back. So this is for anybody out there that's in love, even if you've wanted to kill him this last 6 months that we've all been together without a lot of separation. This one's for you. It's called Home. I had a tongue like a rattlesnake, but at least he'd warn you. Word sharp as barbed wire, leaving them in your face. I've seen you run and I can't blame you. You were drawn to the rose, but
pushed by the thorns. And I don't know what souls are made of, but I sort of thought I recognized the hard-worn trail living in your eyes. And like a call across the prairie, your love's a lantern in the front window, always feels like home, home, home. It shines like a constellation. It could be coincidence, but it's better if it don't make sense of it. Seasons change like a soundtrack. We share the skin of the past. 'Cause you and me were built like that. We're built like that. And I don't know what souls are made of, but I swore I thought I recognized the hard-worn trail living in your eyes. And like a call across the prairie, your love's a lantern in the front window, always feels like home, home, home. And like an old photograph, you capture me and take me back. And hanging pretty in a frame, better days ain't far away. Well, I don't know what souls are made of, but I swore I thought I recognized the hard-worn trail living in your eyes. And like a call across the prairie, your love's a lantern in the front window, always feels like home, home, home. Home, home.
Man, I should have asked you guys to get up and dance at home, whoever you're with. Maybe you're by yourself. Dance with your cat, something. It's just so fun to be here. Thank you guys for having me and for sitting here. There are a couple of live people, a skeleton crew, as they call it. And we're so grateful for these people and our sponsors for allowing us to do this, because it is something we can never, again, take for granted. But the reason I got started and do what I do, and I warned these guys because I had a radio interview with 95 FM Thursday, I believe. And I started talking about this stuff and we had like radio interference. So Grandma, if you're listening, hold on a minute. We know you're there. You don't have to tell us. But my grandparents bought me my first guitar when I was 10. And so this is a song that I wrote actually as she was passing. And this was kind of my way to say, it's okay, you can go. And there was very divine timing in the time that she passed and the time that I wrote this song. So it means a lot to me. It means a lot to me to be here. This is a very historic, beautiful place. And this is called November Rain. November rain pours on my face, the middle of a storm, my world is gray. So much is falling, built up all around, my feet barely move at this pace. Ooh, ooh. All that's left to say is words that I whisper, a hope that lies in what I pray.
And God give your angel her wings and let her fly away. November rain, you've run through these streets. You know every curve down the road. And you know that the cycle repeats. You've seen it all happen before. All that's left to say are words that I whisper. I hope that lies in what I pray. And God give your angel her wings and let her fly away. In this November rain. November rain, carry her away, ease the pain and say what I can't say. Take away her tears for a minute, let me see her smile shine through the gray. This November rain. All that's left to say are words that I whisper. I hope that lies in what I pray. And God give your angel her wings and let her fly away. In this November rain. November rain pours on my face. The middle of a storm, my world is gray. Thank you. I just love that song. I'm going to play a few more for you guys. This next one is another new one. I feel like I'm trying out a bunch of new stuff, but there just haven't been a lot of live shows to play, so everything is new. And this is one that I wrote a couple of years ago, actually, and I tabled it because the person I wrote it for actually passed away, and I ended up singing it at their funeral. And there's a line in this song that says, "From dust we came, and to dust we shall return." And when that line was said during his eulogy, my guitar fell off the bench. And so I know this song is very, very divinely connected, and I still love it. So I'm started to play this song again now. I'm going to be creating a music video for this very soon and look forward to putting it on my next album. So keep an eye out for that. You can all find all that information on Facebook, Instagram, Angela Meyer 23. I'm pretty active on there. I have a new puppy. He's super cute. So there's all kinds of good stuff on there. But this is called Wild West Show. There's a gun by a bed near the memory of an empty bottle. You're imprisoned by the past and choices you had no part in. You held that gun until your daddy threw the door the last time it came for your brothers. You get along now. Mama says it's just a part of growing up. I hope you learn to protect yourself. I hope you learn to respect yourself. 'Cause baby bullets and fist fights, hot in the heart, they don't make you strong. I hope you never get pity for bruises she brought upon herself. Throwing soap-filled burlap out of her mouth. But also see a snake hiding in a hole, begging her heart to come and level the playing field. Leave your lives in the soil. From dust we came, into dust we shall return. It don't have to be a gunfight. We're trying to make a Wild West show. You can stand your ground, just remember that she owns it. I'm trying to love her heart so guarded it leaves mine broken. But there's a new sheriff in this 1880 landscape. And not that cardboard backdrop to the ground with the turquoise 380. But also see a snake hiding in a hole, begging a heart to come and level the playing field. Leave your lives in the soil. From dust we came, into dust we shall return. It don't have to be a gunfight. Quit trying to make a Wild West show. Lost to see a snake hiding in a hole, begging a heart to come and level the playing field. Leave your lives in the soil. From dust we came, into dust we shall return. It don't have to be a gunfight. Quit trying to make a Wild West show. There's a gun by her bed near the memory of an empty bottle.
Thank you. I really love that song. Well, I'm going to do one more for you guys. This one is kind of funny to me because, as you can imagine, being a person who for a living draws large crowds to public spaces, the last year has been a little awkward. So finding creative ways to still do what I love to do for a living has been an interesting challenge. And one of those things that I've been doing and am still doing is to take requests. And so for $25, you can have me do any song in the world. It could be rap, it could be rock, it doesn't matter. And I will dedicate it to anybody in the world and put it out either privately or publicly for you. And I really thought when I started that people were a lot easier to please than they actually are. And so I've got some very interesting requests. And they've been very difficult, and this is one of them. So we're gonna go with it because now I'm addicted to playing all of these total adrenaline rush songs. This has been recorded by everyone from Johnny Cash to Casey Musgraves. It's called "I've Been Everywhere." I was toting my pack along the dusty Winnemucca road. Along came a semi with a high canvas covered load. They're gonna win a mucka mac. With me you can ride. So I climbed into the cabin and I settled down inside. He asked me if I'd seen a road with so much dust and sand. I said, listen man, I've traveled every road in this here land. I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere, man. Across the deserts bare, man. I breathe the mountain air, man. Travel, I've had my share, man. I've been everywhere. I've been to Reno, Chicago, Fargo, Minnesota, Buffalo, Toronto, Winslow, Sarasota, Wichita, Tulsa, Ottawa, Loma, Blackboard, Bounce, Salvador, Amarillo, Tucapillo, Barranquilla, Shoot! I'm a killer. I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere, man. Across the deserts bare, man. I breathe the mountain air, man. Travel, I've had my share, man. I've been everywhere. All right, here we go. I've been in Boston, Charleston, Dayton, Louisiana, Washington, Houston, Kingston, Texarkana, Monterey, Paradise, Santa Fe, Topalooza, Glen Rock, Black Rock, Little Rock, Oskaloosa, Tennessee, Tennessee, Nashville Lake, Grand Lake, Devil's Lake, Crater Lake, for Pete's sake. I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere, man. Across the deserts bare, man. I breathe the mountain air, man. Travel, I've had my share, man. I've been everywhere. Been to Louisville, Nashville, Knoxville, Omaha, Baca, Sheffield, Jacksonville, Waterville, Costa Rica, Pittsburgh, Springfield, Bakersfield, Shreveport, San Cadillac, Fond du Lac, Davenport, Idaho, Jellicoe, Argentina, Diamantina, Pasadena, Catalina. See what I'm in? Yeah, I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere, man. Across the deserts bare, man. I breathe the mountain air, man. Travel, I've had my share, man. I've been everywhere. I've been in Pittsburgh, Parkersburg, Gravelsburg, Colorado, Rellsburg, Rexburg, Vicksburg, Eldorado, Larimore, Hadmore, Aperture, Chattanooga, Chaska, Nebraska, Alaska, Omaha, Baraboo, Waterloo, Kalamazoo, Kansas City, Sioux Cedar, Cedar City, Dodge City. What a pity. I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere, man. Across the deserts bare, man. I breathe the mountain air, man. Travel, I've had my share, man. I've been everywhere. Thank you guys so much for watching live from the Orpheum Theatre. It's been so great seeing all of you virtually. I hope you all have an amazing night. We'll see you soon.
Big thank you to all of you out there. Big thanks to Angela Meyer, as well as to our sponsor, Cottage Orthopedics and Podiatry. Everyone out there in internet land, I don't know about you, but I would love to hear her doing more. Do you think we can get her to do it? I need you to scream at your screen a little bit louder now. That's what I thought. Angela, let's do one more.
Alrighty, let's do it. I just love this. Can I just have you guys come to every show with this? It's amazing. All right, this is the title track off my album, Consequence. You can go stream it or buy it. So appreciative to all of you that have listened tonight. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoy it. There's ash marks on the front porch step. Between the whiskey and cigarettes, I may burn the place down here. He borrowed my truck and stole my horse. That SOB must wanted to force. When I showed up there last seen him with her. So I got back on the highway, headed one road south. Sure enough, my mare's tied at the trailer with his boots outside her house. And he only always said, don't be afraid to love a man. But don't be afraid to shoot one either. It feels like a waste of a 10-cent bullet, but more of a waste of a damn good woman. With his gun, it'll look like an accident. Whoops, actions come with consequence. The sleepy town sure gets around, and even if she leaves him now, there's a dozen more to take her place. I caught him slipping off that ring inside the pocket of his jeans. Lies our not so happy ending. And he only always said, don't be afraid to love a man. But don't be afraid to shoot one either.
waste of a 10-cent bullet, but I'm more of a waste of a damn good woman. With this gun, it'll look like an accident. Whoops. Actions come with consequence. Should I tell him to go to hell or just go home? But my finger on the trigger gives me say where he goes. And he only always said, don't be afraid to love a man, but don't be afraid to shoot one either. It feels like a waste of a 10-cent bullet, but I'm more of a waste of a damn good woman. With this gun, it'll look like an accident. Whoops. Actions come with consequence.
Thank you. Thank you so much for listening and being here. I appreciate it. You can go find me at angelameyer23.com.